What's going on, Minties? The Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, and today I'm going to do an overview of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the IDW Collection Volume 9. So, please stay tuned. And welcome back, Minties. Now, for anybody following the channel for a long time, you know how much I love this series. I've talked about it and hyped about it, and I've done an overview of the IDW collection. As a matter of fact, that was probably about a year ago. So it's due time that I do a overview of the new book that just came out. Those are volumes 1 through 8, and as you can tell, each one of them has a different color spine. And each one of them features different characters. We have Mikey, Donnie, Leo, Raphs, April, just to name a few. And then we have villains too. And then we have Slash on this cover. And these books retail for $49.99. None of these have any dust jackets. The actual artwork and words are just printed on the actual hardcover. And here is the spine once again. Really slick design. I love the fact that they're all different colors. Now let's look at the book itself. Now this particular volume collects issues 67 through 72 of the ongoing series of TMNT. And then the other series called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Universe. It collects issues 9 through 15. Here's the table of contents where you can see who the creators are. You still have Kevin Eastman co-writing a lot of these with Tom Waltz. And then most of the universe, at least in this volume, is done by one of my favorite artists and writers, Sophie Turner. Oh, and you have this wonderful artwork here by Matteo Santaloco. Gosh, I hope I say his name right. There's so much talent that goes into this. I'll show you. This is he's one of my favorite turtle artists right here. There's Slash, and the Mutanimals are back. Can't reveal too much of what's happened because a lot has happened since Volume 1. But I want to showcase some of the artwork in here and just let you know about the book itself. Each of these books has a ribbon, and the ribbon always matches the color of the spine. So for each one of them, they're all different colors, and that's really cool. There's a lot of love that goes into making these. They're all sewn binding. This artist right here is the one I wanted to highlight because it's somebody that I haven't heard of. His name is Pablo Tunica. Now, his stuff reminds me of a Studio Ghibli film, probably because he draws a lot of inspiration from movies like Spirited Away. But man, it's just awesome. It's like a work of fantasy in a way. And I know I'm talking about anthropomorphic animals here, but if you see what I mean, it's gorgeous. Now, that's not to downplay everybody else's artwork. And then you have the amazing crossover that I haven't even mentioned yet. This is TMNT and Usagi Yojimbo. This is the one-shot by Stan Sakai. And it's nice to see Usagi Yojimbo in color because that's a rarity. And now that IDW has him, I know they're recoloring his older adventures. But it's always good to see him draw the turtles and draw his favorite anthropomorphic rabbit. Just a little bit more of that artwork. Now let's move on to the back here. And back here you have stories from the universe. The universe, it's almost like an anthology and then one ongoing story in each issue. And there's a couple backup issues. So most of this stuff, like I said, is written by Sophie Turner. And Sophie also draws some of it too. As I mentioned in previous show, this is my favorite incarnation of the story of the Ninja Turtles. It's just a great story. It's of epic proportions. Just about every issue, something happens that you're like, oh, I got to read the next one. Here's that beautiful artwork by Sophie Turner. Sorry, in the background, that is my cat and dog. For some reason, they think they're allowed to come down here and fight. Strider, what are you doing, man? I'm doing a video. Come on. That is Shinobi, and that is Strider. I know you've seen them before, making cameos on the show. But this is what I usually have to edit out. But you know what? I'm just going to leave it in here. Here's some more artwork by Sophie Turner. Or, I'm sorry, Sophie Campbell. Sophie Turner is Sansa Stark. Why did I think that she was an artist? And then you also get artwork from Kevin Eastman. He does a lot of the variant covers. So the story is a continuation of everything that's happened. Like I said, it always feels like one huge epic story. I know I've talked about the first 5 or 6 volumes. I can't remember what it was. But even though something huge happens in Volume 6, you still have more things to like worry about. Like once you think the big threat is over, no, there's more things that come after the Turtles. It kind of reminds me of the days of Uncanny X-Men, where trouble always comes and looking for the X-Men. Well, trouble always comes and looks for the Ninja Turtles. I realize that some of these are out of print, but IDW does a really good job of keeping these and the Transformer books in print and as evergreen, so they're supposed to be constantly in print. So just be patient. Wait, don't overpay for these books, even though unless you can find them for cover price at a comic book store, then yes, absolutely get them. But if you're thinking about getting them, and I know sometimes prices get ridiculous with well over $100, just be a little more patient. I promise they will come back into print. And before I forget, here's that eye we're looking for. And like I said, sewn binding, making the book lay over really nice. That is my overview of Volume 9. Let me know down in the comments below if you want me to go over and review some of these. If you enjoy that with spoilers, without spoilers. I'd love to know, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below too. That is the content of Volume 9. Let me know in the comments down below if you're picking this series up in this format or in trade paperback format, or if you're reading it in single issues every month. And which series you're picking up, if you're still picking up the universe or the ongoing series. How well do you all like it? As you all know, I'm a huge fan of the TMNT IDW series, so let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the content of this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like button. It helps promote our videos. And hit that notification button to let you know when we have a new video up. Don't forget to check out our weekly show, Old Reader, New Reader, where I go back and reread something, and my new reader, Maddie, goes and reads it for the first time. We probably will be hitting up TMNT IDW sometime soon. Don't forget, we're also on Redbubble, where you can get our logo on t-shirts and stickers. And if you enjoy the content of our channel, please think about joining our Patreon, where you get early access to videos and bloopers and comprehensive reading order polls. We can also be found on social media like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and that is at NearMintCon. Again, this was the Uncanny Omar. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, if it's classy and cool, it must be Near Mint.